7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
He has a lot of problems.
Struggle to be top 5 in points at the end of the season.
Wow.
You bleach your hair, you're a sellout.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show. This is episode number 228. We are wrapping up the Daytona Supercross. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I'm your host, Travis, and we are in studio here, like I said, wrapping up where the series starts at Daytona here. So before we jump into it, let's just thank our sponsors. First off, our presenting sponsors, Complete Racing Solutions. Check them out, CompleteRacingSolutions.com. Coach Rob will scientifically help you both on and off the bike to become a better rider and racer. Again, CompleteRacingSolutions.com. Tell them the Moto Aftermath Show sent you, and they will hook you up. Also, presenting the show, TLR Coatings. Check them out, TLRCoatings.com. All the major social media networks at TLR Coatings. Michigan's #1 custom powder coating shop. They do it all. We also do Cerakote, and you can ship your parts to us if you don't live in the Michigan area. So again, make sure to check them out on all the major socials there. Also on board with us, Holster Co, Gutter Works, JT Cycle, Adept Creative Co, Isaac Nelson Designs, and Edgewood Farms. We got a full pack show here. We got the 450 race recap. We got the 250 race recap. We have a TLR tinfoil hat, kind of. We got a Holster Co reload rant. We got a Complete Racing Solutions comment of the week. We've got some GP talk. We've got pretty much all of it. In studio with me here, holding things down, is Mr. Supercross only. And thank goodness he is Supercross only here, because apparently Justin's not in Supercross at all. He's an outdoor only specialist. It is Mr. Cole Ugetti. Hey, Cole.
What's up, y'all? No, I think I know why Justin isn't here.
Okay. This is a tinfoil hat?
Deegan beat Jordan Smith.
So he's crying about it, is what you're saying?
Yeah. No, I don't know. No call, no show. We were busting his balls, and then he was a really no call, no show after the ball busting.
Yeah,
so,
he really just decided that was it. He was done, so.
But, hey, you forgot the most important segment. My favorite one.
Oh, boy.
We don't even have a sponsor for it yet.
Oh, the stock options. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Well, let's get into this here. Probably be a little shorter show here since we don't have Justin to argue with here, because I was really... First off, how the hell is Mr. Daytona Supercross going to miss the Daytona wrap-up show? The hell is he doing? The world's ending. Yeah. That's it. TLR tinfoil here. The world is ending.
I am hitting the panic button on Justin Hartzell.
Have we sent over the police to do a wellness check?
I don't think it's to that point yet.
I feel like we should call the police and have him do a wellness check. Do you have his mom's number? We'd call her.
We can dress Wyman up like a cop and send him over.
Oh, man. All right, let's get into this here. 450 race recap brought to you by our friends at Gutter Works. Gutter Works, always well hung, just like Justin Barcia. Make sure to check them out. And not only was Barcia hung, but he was heated last night. And we'll get into all of that here coming up. So, all right, 450 race recap here. Tomac is just a Daytona god. That's all there is to it. That guy is fucking incredible. All day looked like dog shit, including the heat race, and then boom, lights come on, main event time, domination. Thoughts?
Man, I don't really know where to start. I was watching practice, qualifying, whatever you want to call it, and he's putting a lap in, and you could tell he was pushing, he was trying, and he comes up, I think, like 8th on the board or something in that first one.
Yep.
And he just looks up at the board after the finish line and shakes his head, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Obviously, he thought that should have been a better lap than what it was. So, I don't know. I think that not only Eli Tomac showing up when it counted, I think that you can give a lot of credit to Star Yamaha and those guys for figuring out maybe what was wrong with that bike. Maybe the setup wasn't where he needed it, but either way, he put it together.
He did say in the press conference, sorry to interrupt you, that he only made one adjustment between free practice and qualifying one.
Ooh.
And they went like a couple clickers on the forks or something was all they did. So he didn't make a bunch of changes. It must have all been up here. So
Well, I don't know, man. 7 wins at Daytona is pretty damn impressive.
That's fucking wild.
And that whole race, I would have wanted to be right where Eli Tomac was anyway. Sitting there, just watching, letting the race play out, let it happen, and I don't know. He did it, man. There's nothing you can say. But
does he beat Webb if Webb doesn't go into neutral or false neutral or whatever?
You know, that I don't know.
Flip a coin.
I say flip a coin because Koopa was matching him, and Koopa is really good about picking up on the line. So passing him would have been another thing. Yeah. So he waited for the mistake to happen. He took advantage of it and was gone.
He almost had a big one though. Did you see him that one time on that 3-on-off quad there on that rhythm after the finish?
He almost did a Kev.
He almost did a Kev. There was something weird in that rut because Thrasher did it, Kev did it, and he you could see him on the bike. He was literally like this, pulling it back into the track. And I thought, oh boy, here we go. Yeah. Tough block Indonesia again. He pulled it off, but it was almost a big one. I don't know that he beats Webb. Webb wants a Daytona win. I don't know if you picked up on that with his podium interview there. He's not stoked that he has not pulled one of these off yet.
Yeah, I think it would have been a dogfight, and we've seen Eli get flustered trying to get around guys, so that would have been really interesting to see how it played out. But like I said, he was in the spot that you want to be in, and if there was a mistake, he capitalized and he won the race.
Look,
what do you say? 7 wins at Daytona.
Yeah, so. We had so much potential going into this race. There was the potential, if they finished in the correct order, to have 3 red plates for the first time ever at Indy. Yeah. I think if Chase wins and
Coop got second
and Eli got third, we would have had a 3-way tie at Indy. 3 red plates. Would have been incredible to see.
It definitely would have been incredible. My Rocky Mountain fantasy would have been incredible because that's the way I had them laid out. So,
man. So, yeah, and getting to second place there, Coop, I mean, he was just Coop is back. He's there.
Big Dick is back in town.
Big Dick Energy's back.
Yeah, Big Dick is back in town. How about
go lay down? Dog, go lay down.
Get out of here, shop dog.
Yeah, go lay down. Put your bed out there. Go lay down. Go.
And you got any thoughts on Cooper Webb?
Yeah, you got any thoughts on Cooper Webb? You got big dick like you.
Okay. I'll give you a little pet too. Shop talk with the dogs. But Cooper Webb, man, Big Dick is back in town, and that podium interview, I was trying my balls off.
Yeah.
And then follows that up with a damn. Right on the podium. So it's hilarious. And but there was still, in that podium interview, I think there was still a sense of swagger, I guess you could say. Maybe a little bit of a, all right, I got this guy. I matched him.
So he was blitzing whoops longer than anybody else last night, which is interesting.
And let's get this. I was watching the main. I'm halfway through it, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Eli is jumping and Coop is skimming. What the fuck happened? So, but I don't know. What can you say? Cooper Webb is he's back. It's so weird how shitty he was last year to where he is this year. Like how you can just flip the
I would
like that,
love to know the behind the scenes of what the fuck they changed on that bike that has made it this much more competitive now.
I don't really know. I would love to know too, but I also think it's very interesting that he, rode everything. Rode a 350, rode some of that stuff, and was like, hey, put some of the characteristics of this 350 into the motor and stuff like that. That's super interesting to me, and it's working.
It is. And did you hear the stat this week that those 3 have the most points of the top 3 ever after 8 rounds or whatever?
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're in a really good spot here, and we're still in a good spot. Sexton's 10 points out, but dude.
And here's another thing that kind of blew my mind. I was looking at the standings at the end, and it shows the race wins. Eli's got 5. He's only 5 points up. And Coop's only got 2.
Yeah.
So Eli has had a couple of those weirdo not feeling it rounds.
So we just
Coop
pointed this out.
Have one of those.
We just pointed this out this week in something I was listening to. We have not seen call a super dominant Eli Tomac. Maybe it wasn't Leach. Maybe it was someone else. Maybe it was Kellen Brower. I don't know. Anyway, somebody pointed out.
Somebody
from
Racer X.
Somebody from Racer X and something I was listening to this week pointed out, we have not seen Eli dominate since round 2. He dominated A1. He dominated San Diego. And since then, he's been okay. He's been good. But he has not really been head and shoulders above everybody else, a la Sexton and Webb since then. So that's super interesting. Like, he's still cracking these off, but he's just not the guy for it. Yeah. Which, if you think about it, too, wasn't the third round...
There's a Triple Crown on it.
Yeah, wasn't it A2 where he had that big one?
It, yeah.
Yeah. So since then, he essentially has not had everybody's number like he did the first
like
couple.
A dominant round.
Mm-hmm. Which maybe that just made him take a step back and go, whoa, like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I mean...
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's out by any means here because, like, he, as we kind of have heard some things behind the scenes, he's pretty much got an open-ended book of, like, whatever you want to ride, you can just keep riding. Like, you want to ride outdoors, you want to do the SMX, you want to fucking come back next year and ride Supercross again, sure, no problem. So who knows how much longer we're going to see him, but he's pretty much, he can ride a Yamaha as long as he wants to.
Yeah, and back to Coop. One more thing with Coop before we get into Chase. But I think it's going to be real interesting to see what Coop does on the mind game side of it.
Yes.
And I think it's kind of already started a little bit.
I don't think he has to play mind games with Sexton. Sexton's playing mind games with himself.
Yes. Now, Tomac might be a tougher egg to crack, but I think some of the little, like, lighthearted jabs have already started. Because I heard something where, they were sitting in the tunnel, and it's Tomac, Coop, and then A-Ray walks up. And Coop just looks at A-Ray and goes, "Damn, A-Ray, you must be feeling it tonight." Just busting his balls and shit. And A-Ray's like, "I don't know, man." And Coop just goes, "Yeah, man, must be all those laps you're doing with Eli during the week or something." And then Eli he just started laughing, I guess. But little jabs and stuff like that might add up over time.
Yeah,
I don't know. So
we'll have to see. my big thing is what the hell happens if he wins this title on KTM and staying there or going to Star like we all think he's going to.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's going to make... I'm going to try to do a whole silly season kind of breakdown show here because I think that's the more interesting thing here as we move forward. Like, the season's good here, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to try to do maybe on like a film one before the off weekend and put it out on the off weekend of like a whole silly season breakdown of where we think people are going and what we think's happening with that kind of stuff. So we'll see.
Be fun. Pure speculation.
Pure speculation at this point. All right, moving on. Third place was Sexton, and all you can say is mistakes, and I think the Honey Badger's pissed at him, and that's not good. Like, the Honey Badger's real pissed. And I'll tell you what, did you listen to the press conference?
I did not.
So was it Darkside? Might have been Darkside. Ask him. Dark. Ask him. Shout out Jamie. Ask him about that whole little thing with Barcia there, kind of cutting over. And Chase's response was, well, I had a wheel in front, so I felt like I had the line. I'll have to go back and watch it, but I felt like it was my line to have if I wanted it.
The first one or the second one?
The first one, when he like crossed over on him there, going down that rhythm section.
I kind of agree with that though.
It was.
Bike was
I'm not sure Barcia's gonna see it that way. Chase made a mistake and was slow. Like, if he'd have been going normal speed, like, no problem. But because he made that mistake and he was doubling through there and Barcia was going 3.3, like, that wasn't the issue. So I don't know. Let's put it this way. It doesn't bode well if Barcia can't put that out of his mind and just go, okay, cool, like, we're fine, we're friends, whatever. Because you don't want that Honey Badger looking for you.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is that Chase owes him one anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
But we did see a little bit of that in the first lap, so I don't know if you noticed. It was... Eli got the whole shot, came out front, Coop, and it was Barcia, and Sexton ran it in right in the first corner, blocked past him, and got away.
Yeah.
So, and it was clean. It was a clean block pass, but nothing is really clean in Barcia's eyes. So, that was... Both of those guys are very lucky that wasn't worse.
Yeah.
Barcia on his side, he saw the gap. He's like, this is my chance. I'm pinning it. Chase protecting the line. You can't blame him as well. I think it's a racing thing.
Yeah.
Now, the second one, dude. First off, Chase shouldn't even be in that situation. Like, why are you stalling the bike? You're a second a lap faster than everybody in practice. Like, where was that in the main? You didn't show up, bro.
Yeah. He didn't.
So,
he didn't. He was a 10th off. Like, Barsha had the fastest lap with a 1:14.07.
of the main?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tomac was second with a 1:14.08, and then Sexton went a 1:14.13.
I don't know, man. Chase, I don't know what it is. Like,
It's in his head at this point.
I think so too, but lots of little mistakes in that main. Really couldn't figure out jumping the whoops for a while.
He said that in the press conference too. Like the first
beginning.
few laps he did it, he's like, "Oh man, this is bad." Because he said he went outside, but he's like, when you went outside to skim, he's like, it was just leaving the door open. And he goes, especially with Barsha around me, I was like, yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So I give him credit that he adjusted for that, but yeah, he didn't have it the first few laps. So it's, I don't know, man.
It's weird, dude.
If
It's
he
really weird.
if he figures this out,
If he figures it
he'll
out,
win
they're in
this
trouble.
title.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, they're like, ugh, that's not good.
And he claims he started finding his flow a little bit, but even the couple laps before that, there were where the second crash happened, where Barsha went down, where he was going inside and then roll double. Even that, he went over to roll the first single, made a mistake, and then couldn't double out. So there's probably half a second there.
Yeah.
Like little stuff like that.
Which is weird, too, because it's Daytona, and they all ride in Florida, so they're all used to that kind of sandier dirt clay down there. So it's like, this should have been, and he said they tested a lot, and they found a lot of settings, and everybody talks about now with Daytona, your settings don't really have to change. They always go in and change stuff, and then end up literally right back where they were. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, we'll see if the testing really worked come next week in Indy. If it did, and he comes out in Indy and dominates, cool. But man, I gotta see it to believe it at this point with him. He's so fast, but he just cannot hold it together.
Yeah, and he's clearly been the fastest guy when they get back into the indoor stuff. So we'll see. Maybe this was just one of those weirdo things.
Maybe.
But man, he's got to figure it out here soon because speed-wise, he's got these guys back against the wall. But as far as racecraft and really putting it together for the main, what champions do, doesn't have it yet.
Nope. And it's crazy how much we talk about him, how fast he is, and he's won 2 Supercross races.
So crazy.
Like, leads all these laps and everything, and he's won 2 races.
Yeah, crazy. Weirdo night for him last night.
Yeah. And speaking of weirdos, Justin Barsha in his contract years is just a fucking freak of nature. Like how do you do this?
So I was watching that guy in practice, and they had the camera on him for a lap. Surprise, Race Day Live actually got a fast lap out of somebody. But they had the camera on him, and I'm watching. I'm like, holy shit, he's hauling. But I'm like, holy fuck, he must be in good shape. Like, how is he able to ride like a crackhead like that?
I brought this up before. He's fucking all over the place. Like, bro, I will save you 1/10 of a second a lap, and you won't be as tired at the end if you just chill out a little bit.
Yeah, he must be in incredible shape or something. Obviously, he's not doing steroids because that PP did not get smaller. But he rode well. Like, he was catching that lead group.
Yeah.
And it would have been real interesting to see. And whenever that dude's around, shit gets interesting. So I hope we keep seeing it.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he rides like a douchebag and does some really stupid stuff, like, we need him in the mix.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what he does when they get back indoors and see if this ride gave him a little bit of confidence, because I think it may have.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Jason Anderson, 5th place. He was kind of irrelevant most of the day from what I saw.
You know, I'm telling you, I think it's the film guy Tom theory.
I think, let's put on my TLR tinfoil hat here. Like I said, Kawasaki broke him already. Like, usually it takes these guys 3-4 years to really, like, break these dudes and, like, make them just robots and, like, I don't want to ride anymore. Took a year. Took 1 year.
Well, dude, that's what I'm saying is go back, and everybody out there listening, go watch Team Fried Atlanta 2. And Tom's there vlogging. He wins that night.
Yep.
But everybody in the truck, hanging out, laughing, the truck driver, all the hard-ass dudes at Cowie that never smile. Like the Dan Fahey dude, he seems like, never met the guy, but he seems like an asshole whenever they interview him. Canceled already, but, I mean, he seems kind of, he just seems real suit and tie, like.
Yeah, serious.
In those videos, all those guys are cracking smiles, joking around.
Yeah.
Tom ain't around. Tom ain't, he's too busy filming with Racer X and Bell and all these other companies that are paying him.
Yep.
Team Friday's not getting paid for.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I think Jason's a guy that's got to have people around him. And when he loses that group of people, it just loses that little bit of an edge that you need to be at that level.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't... Dude, he's really testing me as to whether I think he's going to actually win a race this year.
Yeah.
And the silly season show with him is going to be full of what I think is going to happen because there's a lot to unpack with him here.
Where we're racing.
Yeah.
That's where.
Justin Cooper's last 450 race here,
Yep.
6th place. That's pretty fucking good for him.
I think that's pretty phenomenal. I saw a post-race interview. He didn't seem really too stoked. I think he felt like he had the speed to be in the top 5, and he made a couple mistakes. But either way, man, I think he solidified himself that he
was only half a second off Ando.
He can.
So he was right there at the finish, must be.
Well, how did he put it? He said, I got to Anderson, and he was pretty good at figuring out how not to let me by. That's how he put it.
I got to say, though, I think him cutting off the 450 here and going to focus on outdoors, huge mistake.
He wants that title, though.
I don't think it's going to do anything for his stock, though. Because I don't think he's going to win that title, to be honest with you.
Who do you think's going to win it?
We'll get to that.
Either way, good showing on the 450.
Great
for
showing,
Mr. Justin Cooper. And there was also a G-Wagon in the pits. Who do you think was driving it?
Oh, yeah. Bet money.
Who do you think was driving it?
Probably him and his chick.
His chick.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So Kickstart Kenny 7th, and he looked good again during the heats and qualifying.
Here's my thing with Kenny.
Oh,
Here's
boy.
what I think.
Here we go.
Well, it's not really. A lot of people will probably agree with me and shake their head. Yeah, but he comes out guns blazing in the heat races. He was pacing Tomac again in the heat race, and I think this whole me thing. Ricky Bobby, me, training himself isn't working. I don't think. I think he's using up all his gas in the heat races and can't bring that intensity to the main.
Here's a different theory. I think they've got that bike figured out when the track is really good. When the track breaks down, it's not really good. Look at last week. Where was he really good? That first main.
Okay, write this down. I got my holster coat rant here. Just.
Here, you can just write it yourself here.
Okay,
So, and save it
my
for
holster
save it
coat
for the
rant here. Is
Just
this
save
your
it.
rant right here?
Just save it. No.
Well,
Just
here's
save
my
it. Just
rant
say
about the testing the bikes.
Oh,
thing,
boy, here we go.
We'll get to that. But all I'm gonna say is, fucking quit grooming the fucking tracks every day. So we'll get there.
Okay. All right, moving on. So RJ Hampshire makes his 450 race debut here, wins his heat race, which is just incredible, and then gets 8th place in the main.
Fucking stacked heat race too.
It was.
Dude, what do you think? You're an RJ guy. Hey,
That
anybody that wants an RJ Hampshire jersey, it just went up in value. I have one. So
Jesus. That was impressive. Now, so what I understand is he's got the option to do 3 450 races this
going to
year.
Indy. Already confirmed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens in Indy.
Yes.
We all know Daytona's kind of a different track.
Florida boy.
Florida boy, too. First one, everybody's all piped up on piss and vinegar there. So, like, okay, sweet, let's see. Let's see when we get into the tight stadiums there. Now, the thing I will agree with, like they were kind of talking about last night, is did the 450 like smooth him out a little bit because he's got more respect for it, so he's not just wide open everywhere like he is on the 250? I don't know. We'll see. But that was an impressive ride from him. A whole impressive day. I mean, he was on the board for qualifying, wins the heat, in the main, he's in the top 10. You can't really ask for more.
No. Better than Christian Craig.
Yeah.
That's got to eat it, Mr. Christian Craig.
Poor Craig.
Yeah. But RJ, man, no, great showing on the 450 first go. I was not expecting that to go that well. I figured there'd be at least one tucked front wheel, but I think I'm on board with the maybe it smoothed him out kind of thing. You know, he didn't, when the camera was on him, which it was on him quite a bit, I didn't really see any wild moment. So
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
maybe it's just,
There was a couple times in the whoops when the camera was on him. They got a little bucky, but
well, just like all these guys say, they're all 450 guys.
yeah. Yeah, sure. AP had a much quieter night than anticipated. 9th place. There was not a lot of spark there that I saw.
No.
And I don't know what the deal was.
It starts. I think
Okay.
And whenever he gets a start, he's up front with
yeah.
the boys. And he knows it too. AP knows his starts are fucked up. So, and he explained it. I think he's on Steve's show, and to that he struggles with coming out of the gate and dropping one elbow or dropping an elbow, and it gets him off balance.
Interesting.
So if you do go back and watch, like you can see, he usually goes right or left right out of the gate. So
That makes sense.
now I think if he gets starts, he can run with those guys. It's
Yeah.
just
Getting the starts.
getting the start, which super dependent these days. So
Yep.
also starts. Side note,
Yes.
great for outdoors, and I'm not impressed.
That, yes, I heard that.
I think that's
I'm not
bullshit.
either.
So
I like the idea of no grates, no start devices. I mean, here's the thing is if you listen to Steve's show, he wants to go all the way to like no start mapping everything. That genie's out of the bottle. There's no way you're going to be able to regulate that. Start mapping's there. I'm totally fine with going back to no start devices, though.
we're gonna see a lot of loop outs.
Don't care. Do not care. It'll make things more interesting.
I think it could, but I think dirt starts. Go back to those. There's an art
Dirt
to
starts are a
packing
big plus
Go
too.
back to the art of packing a gate.
Yep. All right. So Christian Craig 10th. Oh boy.
What are we doing with this?
Well, we're in the top 10, so
Okay.
I'm not pressing it yet. But
Well, Colt Nichols wasn't there. Ferrandis wasn't there. AC's not there.
yeah,
A lot of guys are falling out, and he just finds his way into the top 10. So
it's I don't know. This isn't a great look. Like I said, I gotta get to outdoors with him. I gotta see where we go outdoors. Because again, we have an outdoor bar that's been set. If we don't reach that bar, we know it's the bike.
I think
Because it ain't him. That's good.
Excuse
Keep
me.
it going.
I think he really is struggling with the bike.
I
though.
think so too.
And being the respectful guy that he is, he just won't come out and say it. But
Yeah.
he's kind of dipping one toe in on the bike thing.
Yeah.
And it's showing.
Mhm.
Like, I bet you put him out there on that Star 250F, and he's getting 7th at least.
Probably.
So
He's probably up there with Justin Cooper.
yeah. So I don't know. Real head scratcher there.
That is. All right. Dean Wilson, 11th. Typical Dean. Can't get in the top 10. Poor
Oh,
guy.
Poor fucking guy. He wants that top 10 so bad. He
Probably has
almost
top 10
takes-
bonus.
Well, that and I don't know. Pick him in fantasy every time you can because he ain't going past 13th.
Yeah. Justin Hill, 12th. Shane Sins.
You still shitting on Hill?
It's great, dude. He's doing fine.
Yeah.
Shane Sins, 13th. Grant Harlan,
better.
14th. Yep.
Fucking, I wish I'd left him on my
Oh,
team.
man. I don't want to talk
I
about
had
it.
him on my team.
Josh Hill, 15th. Benny, 16th. Another quiet night. Didn't seem to hit the deck, I guess.
He did though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Because I drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh, did you?
He was on my
That's
team.
what you get.
Well, I drank the Bloss Kool-Aid, and he was in 14th. And it's good to know that he dropped back to 16th. So I think I saw a Harlan interview. And by the way, have you seen this picture of Benny and Harlan going around?
No.
So they're standing in the pits, and if you don't know, Harlan shaved his head,
Oh, God.
and Benny Bloss shaved his head.
I
And
knew Benny did.
I shit you not, it looks like Dr. Evil and Mini-Me standing together.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I'll have to show it to you. Maybe I'll clip that and put it in there. But,
Yeah.
Harlan said something that Benny tucked the front wheel or something on the last lap and got him. So
All right. So Josh Cartwright 17th, Starling 18th, John Short 19th, Cade 20th, Chase Marquier 21st,
lots
and
of Kawasaki contingency money in the back of the field. there.
Logan Carnell 22nd. That's because Cowie pays the most contingency.
Oh, I know.
So,
Over under on Carnell going to Razzles after the race.
100%.
You think he pulls the Instagram out?
100%.
It's like, hey, I raced tonight.
not only that, he's like, look at that sponsor on that bike. You know who that is? That it's the OnlyFans, not just a chick with big tits. The OnlyFans.
Subscribe.
He's pulling it
Hey,
all
he's
out.
probably doing. You want to do a subscribe for subscribe? Subscribe to me. I'll subscribe to you. Maybe that's what's going on.
Maybe. Who knows? So.
I mean, you got to leverage those deals, you know.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
What do you think his deal is? You think it was about the same number as Kessler's? Or you think you got a little more?
He might get a little more. 450 guy, main event dude. He made a lot of mains last year. I mean, he's number 74 or something, right?
We think we're what, 30, 35?
Maybe. I don't know. Hate
What
to
did
speculate.
David Pulley get? You think?
Yeah. There
What
we
did
go.
he get?
There we go. So anything,
$500?
anything else 450s here before we wrap the 450 section?
No, we moved through that pretty quick and efficient. Got our points in. No arguing.
Oh,
What do you got? A text?
Dylan didn't race, huh?
Dylan was out. Yeah.
I thought he was in
Oh,
qualifying, wasn't he?
He did the first practice and was just like, yeah, I'm out. Okay,
Outdoor,
let's talk
outdoor,
about, let's
outdoor.
talk-
Yeah,
yes,
before we wrap
let's
this up
talk-
here, outdoor only for that guy,
Park him.
dude. You have to.
Park him.
Did you
please.
see? Did you see Cooksy's Instagram post about it?
It's like, something about this is why you don't ride when you're concussed. I think there's something to that.
And everybody's like, "You're not a fucking doctor." Okay, we're not a fucking doctor. Sorry, we don't know anything. Nobody knows
I
anything.
think there's something to that.
I think
though.
there is too. Now, don't get me wrong.
Look how fucked up Stu was.
That section, seeing how hard those guys had to seat bounce that, I see why I went to Indonesia there, because he fucking probably sat into that thing wrong.
Yeah, but
and-
the thing is he was still about 4 feet short.
yeah, it's true too. It was a weird deal. That was bad though. That was really bad. See him almost fucking rip his head off there. Like that was gnarly.
He almost ripped his hand off on the peg.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he needs to be parked until.
Park him until outdoors.
Here's the thing. His wife, like, I don't know him. I don't know his wife. His wife needs to look at him and be like, "Why the fuck are you doing this?" Like, find someone who will let you race outdoors only. We all know you can crush it at outdoors, and just go do outdoors. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And you can do the SMX stuff.
Yeah, or go back and just do fucking GPs again. Like, I don't know. Like, your chance of a 450 title is out the window, bro. You cannot go through a whole year in 450s. Like, you won a 250 Supercross title, great. You proved you can ride Supercross decently, but 450 Supercross is not your cup
It's
of
a
tea.
different animal.
Yep. So you got, like, before something really bad happens, just stop, man.
Yeah, and it's pretty unfortunate because maybe this year was maybe his peak because he was rattling off fourth, fifth,
Yeah.
and riding really well, but it always goes sideways.
So sideways.
And dude, can you imagine outdoors with him fully healthy
Oh,
and
man,
all these guys?
be
It'd be
great.
amazing. So, what do you have to gain at this point? Top 10 in points? I don't think that's happening. Top 5 in points? That's not happening. Park it. Get ready for outdoors and come out
I
fucking
mean, go
swinging.
to Star and tell them you want an outdoor only deal. Look at what they're doing right now. They've got, what is that, Guillaume Ferez or whatever? He's going to ride outdoors only again for him?
He's going to be in Supercross next year, though.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Still,
But still, those guys are flexible enough.
there is no way those guys tell him, yeah, no way. I mean, look at what they're doing with Justin Cooper, too. Comes out, rides 3-4 Supercross races, and boom. Because, like, this is just getting ridiculous. Like, you have a huge one wherever the fuck we were, Houston, and almost die. And now you come out here, almost rip your head off again. Like, dude, just stop, man.
Yeah,
Before
well-
something really does happen.
Here's what I think might be interesting. We're jumping the gun on some silly season talk.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool to see. I think Marv hangs it up.
Mm-hmm.
Got the child. And I think they want to go back home.
Mhm.
Family's home, etc. But you never know with Marv. He might do a last year job. But say Marv does retire. Done. Put another French guy in at KTM. But instead of doing Supercross only, like you did with Marv, do outdoor only with
Yeah.
Dylan. Use that same budget. Just move it to outdoor only.
Yep.
Have the SMX option. Go from there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I think that would be perfect for him.
Here's a great thing. Everybody keeps asking these guys about the SMX tracks. Oh, you doing testing? Oh, this, oh, that. Nobody fucking knows what the tracks are going to be. Literally in the press conference, they're asking these guys last night, and they're like, well, we don't really know what's going to happen. And even, what's his name? Who's the Race Day Live guy?
Dan Hubbard?
Dan Hubbard, because he was doing the press conference. He's like, yeah, we don't really know. The fuck? What? We just don't know.
Also,
We don't know.
more broadcast stuff.
Oh, boy.
They did Justin Brayton really dirty.
What do you mean?
So did you see where they had him as the Grand Marshal?
Oh, yeah.
And they put the camera on him earlier, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on? Am I live or whatever?"
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Gentlemen," and then bikes fire up.
Yeah.
Start your engine.
Grand Marshal, and then, the bikes are running.
The bikes
as
are
he's
already
saying
running.
it. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, that doesn't work in this sport, guys. I appreciate the effort, though.
It works, but you just got to let everybody know. They probably didn't tell the guys, hey, don't start it till he says start your
probably
engines.
lack of communication. For
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Probably an AMA wedge in
They
there
can't
somewhere.
even communicate to the guys, and this is an AMA thing. This is not a Feld or whatever thing, but they can't even communicate to the guys between practices, hey, we took these jumps out. They just let them go and assume it's all the same so that they can hurt
Oh,
themselves.
they've done that before, yeah.
So
The whoops at Daytona a few years ago.
yeah. So, all right, that has been your 450 race recap there, brought to you by our friends at Gutter Worx, all well hung, just like Justin Barsha. So we're going to take a quick break here, reset cameras, and we will come back with TLR Tinfoil, Holster Co. Reload Rant, Complete Racing Solutions, Comment of the Week, and the 250 race recap. We will be right back. All right, and we're back here. All right, dealer's choice. 250 race recap, tinfoil hat, rant, or comment of the week.
Ooh, I wish we were live right now so we could have the fans decide. But
Yeah,
fans, air quotes, loose term.
fans, all 5 of them.
Let's go tinfoil hat because I was thinking of one on the way here that you'll like. It's
All right.
way off the walls.
All right, so the TLR tinfoil hat here, and I don't really have a new one here. It just got confirmed what I talked. So last week on my tinfoil hat was the whole ferry riding Triumph, and was it really a Yamaha he was riding, etc. And
Definitely Yamaha.
come to find out, it was a Blue Crew.
Yep.
He had rode it for 2 days. He had rode his dad's 450 Blue Crew for 1 day, and that was the only 3 times he had rode that bike prior to going to the Futures race last week. Because, as confirmed by Steve Mathis on Pulp MX, he is going to be riding Triumph.
I think we all kind of knew that.
We all
anyway,
knew it, but
it's
it
confirmed.
was confirmed by Steve Mathis.
No, well,
So
I
there
guess
we
we're
are.
all idiots.
Tinfoil hat was fucking true. You're welcome.
Well, my tinfoil hat's way radical right shit.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, go for it.
So that's the point of the tinfoil hat, though, is to say some outrageous off the wall shit.
100%.
All right, so Cooper Webb last year, that wasn't him on the bike.
Jesus.
I
Okay.
think he was cloned,
Oh, is that where we're going?
and his clone was riding last year. So the real Cooper Webb could take some time off, recharge the batteries, and now they put the clone away, and the real Cooper Webb is back.
Who's his manager?
His manager is Roger DeCoster, his handler.
No. Who's his like manager? Not team manager. There, like his actual personal manager.
Are you talking like his handler?
No, I'm talking like who is his manager for his deals.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if I don't know who that would be.
We need to find that out because that will tell us if it is true or not.
That if he's a clone?
Yep.
It was Kanye West, actually.
Oh, okay, great. Then we're in. In that case, then we're in. Kanye's a clone
Kanye
now.
West is his manager. So.
He's a clone now too. So that's
Kanye
interesting.
is a clone now.
I mean, let's face it. He disappears. He comes back married, shopping at Balenciaga, and whatever else.
And a little taller.
Yes. So we're good.
And he's not busting people's balls no more.
TLR tinfoil hat.
He's out of the news.
He's out of the news. So, all right, holster coat.
So that was pretty fucking dumb. But
Cooper Webb's clone.
I got
rode-
deep into the Kanye thing the other day, so I was like, maybe Cooper Webb
boy.
got cloned.
Oh boy. All right, holster co reload rant here for this week. This is a low key one. The damn app last night kept crashing on me. Did you have issues with it watching it?
When I first went to start, it said something about this content isn't available or something.
Dude, mine just all night would not work. And maybe it was because I wasn't technically watching it live. I was like 10 minutes behind. But it crashed so many times. I was so pissed. And then I thought, okay, maybe it's just my iPad because it needs an update and a new SIM card or whatever, even though we're on the Wi-Fi. So I switched to my phone, and this was like during the mains. Same fucking thing. Just opened up and crashed. Sweet. So, yeah, that was fucking sweet. I haven't had an issue with it really all year, and last night I had a big issue. So, that's my rant. It was super annoying.
not
I was
really that
about to
spicy.
start throwing stuff. So, what's your rant?
My rant, and I wanted to ask Kev about this. And I don't know if he would beat around the bush or not, but why the fuck did these guys ride groom tracks every single day? Ken Roxon, he's struggling, right?
Yep.
Bike's great when the track's smooth. It gets rough. Why not fucking leave the track rough during the week? Every time you see videos of these guys riding, it's a very smooth as a baby's ass track. Yes, I get it. There's kickers. It could be dangerous. Blah, blah, blah. Take the fucking skid steer out there and fix the kicker on the triple. Fix the kicker in the corner here. But the rest of the track is still rough. The whoops are still cupped out. Learn how to jump through them. Set the bike up. But no, let's fucking pay these guys thousands of dollars to groom the track fresh every single day so you can suck on race day.
Yep.
Why? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Kev, when I come to your house, though, I still want the track groomed because I suck.
That's what I was going to ask Kev, too. Like, he's riding with Sexton during the week. Is it a fresh fucking track every single day?
Dude, I don't know.
Why don't you guys let the whoops and stuff just get fucking hammered and fix the little dangerous stuff?
That's what I would do. I would also put a cone on the low line on the triple because that's fucking annoying.
Like, I don't know, man. What? Leave the tracks rough.
Make tracks rough again.
Yeah, and maybe you wouldn't suck in the fucking main. I don't know.
Yep.
I think, yeah, I don't know. And another thing, Jeremy Martin, you know why he left one of the compounds he was riding at?
Because
You
they
probably
groomed
heard
it.
this.
Yeah.
Because they kept fucking grooming it.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Kenny, man, you're good in the whoops on a smooth track. I've seen you. You ripped through there on that Suzuki when we first saw you riding it.
Yep.
You shouldn't have touched those whoops ever since that day. Yeah. You got 4 dudes riding the track. How fucking rough is it going to get?
It's got to be bad.
It's got to be bad?
It's got to get rough.
Okay. Let it stay rough for 2 days.
I know. Trust me. We would be. If we owned a team, we would be. Track would be rough as shit. I don't want to crash and die. Great. Go slower. We're not winning any money on.
Well,
or
I don't want to
points
crash
on
and die.
practice.
There's a kicker in the rhythm section. Okay, we'll get the skiddy out. We'll fix it. But the ruts in this corner and the stutter bumps coming out of this corner, we're leaving those there because we ain't taking those away during the 20-minute race when it counts.
Mm-hmm. As Chad Reed said, I've never been paid to practice.
Well, you know what? You know who does get paid to practice?
Who?
The fucking operators on the track
Yeah.
because they smooth it out every day.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's my thing.
Holster Co. Reload Rants. Thanks
Bang,
to our
bang.
friends at Holster Co. Bang, bang, boom, boom. All right. Complete Racing Solutions comment of the week here comes to us courtesy of our
Tim.
No, not Tim. Not Tim. Another older guy name here.
All right. Comment of the week.
Courtesy of our Hayden Deegan video from last week, because as long as you guys are watching, I'm gonna keep making them. Let's face it. From Gerald Pearson. It blows my mind how grown-ass men dog on Deegan. He is a 17-year-old. All the other rookies are, and this is a direct quote, A-ing, A-Y-I-N-G. I think that's supposed to be playing. But anyway, all the other rookies are playing catch-up to him. He knows the older, more experienced riders on his team are faster. He said this many times. Get off his back. Thank you for our Complete Racing Solutions comment of the week there, Gerald. We really appreciate it. And as long as you keep commenting and watching, we're going to keep making these videos. So, and he is coming up. We're going to talk about him for sure in the 250 race recap here. So,
I mean, the man podium.
we'll get there. All right. 250 race recap brought to you by our friends at Adept Creative Co. Your graphics people.
Eric
Just
Grondel down there racing RCSX.
down there racing RCSX. I got to send those pants back to him.
Ricky Bobby graphics on Scott Meshy.
Yeah, that was interesting because that was not Meshy's graphics company, was it?
No?
I feel like he changed.
I don't know. That's Eric Grondel.
I don't know. Scott hasn't texted me. He got a girlfriend, and he doesn't text me back anymore.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. But it was good to see him back at the races. So anyway, yeah, so check them out for all your graphics needs. Nice, thick graphics,
Thick. THICC.
as
Thick.
quoted by Kevin Morantz.
Oh, that's what he said? Thick graphics?
Yeah.
Adept's doing his shit too?
No.
Oh.
No, he's still, I don't remember who
Well,
he's
how
got.
do we broker a deal between Adept and Kevin Morantz?
I don't think we are, because he's really tied in with who he's got right
Who's he
now. Bike graphics.
Money talks.
Well, Maybe. We'll see. But anyway. All right. So 250 race recap here. So Hunter Lawrence is fully in control of this championship. Fully in control. Question for you. What do you think of the Thrasher move?
So fully in control of the championship, as in he's fully in control of who gets to circulate the track. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest with you.
Do you think he made contact?
Yeah, he made contact.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I watched it.
Ricky didn't think so. If you look at it, it looks like Thrasher's
No,
falling into him.
He hit him.
He also said he did not think he made contact in the press conference.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
Okay.
He hit him, and Ricky was saying something, and James just goes, "Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it." Did you catch
Yeah,
that?
I did hear that.
Okay.
That was awesome.
So-
I like James on the broadcast
I like
because
him too,
James
dude.
does not hold back. Like where Ricky is very trying to just be cool with everybody, James does not give a shit.
Yeah, James does not hold back because it's fucking James Stewart. Everybody there is respects what he did, and he finally realizes, like, hey, I was a bad dude. Everybody respects me. I can say what I want.
He deserves to. Ricky should do the same thing.
Ricky should
I
do
am
the same
fully on board with Steve Mathis and what he says that Ricky should be able to get on there and talk all the shit he wants about all these guys because what are you gonna do? Like you're never gonna touch his record, so good fucking luck.
Like Eli Tomac just touched them both.
Yeah, you know what? That's
He's tickling James's record. but
that's
he
whatever.
just-
But anyway,
anyway, yeah.
back to Hunter.
Yeah, the Hunter Lawrence move, man. I'm not really a fan of it. Thrasher came up the inside. Lawrence saw that it was Thrasher. I gotta think Lawrence was it. I don't know for sure. You can't really tell if he was gonna try to go to the inside, but he saw Thrasher there, and boom, beelined right straight to the middle of the berm. And I don't know. You could call it maybe it was greasy. You could call it a racing move, but it was still greasy. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was rattling the cage, as the great Dale Earnhardt would say. And
Look, he
I
did
don't
it for
know.
Dale.
Thrasher ended
Dale
up,
would have done the same thing.
well, Thrasher ended up on the ground, and Hunter Lawrence is probably like, well, yeah, that's the only guy I had to deal with, so I put him on the ground. I ain't got to deal with him no more.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Hunter's been known to do some dumb shit like that though. So think
he's
Justin
not
Cooper.
scared.
Yeah, well, think Justin Cooper, MXDM, tried to dive bomb him, dive bombed Shimoda. I don't know. He's done some pretty aggressive things, and I did watch a post-race interview with him, and he was like, "Yeah, I saw the opening and I took it." Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. It was greasy. It was greasy. I don't know if it was completely intentional to put him on the ground, but it was completely intentional.
It was calculated to go up there and get into him.
Yes. There
So-
was definitely some thought behind it.
I don't know. With it being a sand section, it's hard to tell. Like I said, when they first showed the replay, I kind of looked at it and I was like, it does look like Thrasher might have been falling, but I don't know. Let's put it this way. I'm not as big of a Hunter homer, so like I'm not giving him the full benefit of the doubt. But there was definitely an effort made to go up there and get around him and be like, hey, bro, here I am.
Yeah, Hunter's got this arrogance around him. Do you see it?
Yeah, there's a difference with him compared to Jet.
Yeah, and it's just like maybe Jet does a better job of hiding it,
Maybe.
but he let it sneak out a little bit on the broadcast the other night.
This is an Australian thing because Chad Reed was the same way.
It might be an Australian thing, but Hunter throws some low key jabs in the
Oh, yeah.
interviews.
Oh,
and, Jet let it seep out a little bit, saying basically that everybody had dog shit fucking technique. So whatever, man.
I don't know.
Maybe let it ride, but all the fan base that you built, a lot of them ain't gonna ride with that. So.
Some big dick energies thrown around there of like, hey, I'm the man.
Yeah, so
we'll see.
I'm-
Which is
I'm not
fine if
gonna
you back
talk
it
about
up.
Jet here. We're talking about Hunter.
Yeah, well, that's
I
what I'm
was gonna
saying.
Say something about Jet, but we're talking Hunter here. I think Hunter maybe needs a slice of humble pie.
You don't think he's gotten that in the last few years here with everything
I think
that's
he needs
happened?
another one.
Maybe.
I think he overcame that. And
Overcame that.
I think he overcame that. Ah!
The dog licking you under the table, or what's happening over there?
No, I'm from Climax, Michigan.
Oh my god.
No, I think he overcame that, and now he's arrogant again because look, I came from the shadows. He'd mentioned it like
Yeah.
again post race interview. there were nights where we didn't eat and all this stuff, and he kind of like I don't know, kind of like D Millie. I'm name dropping right now, but
Oh,
D
boy.
Millie's always like, we gotta eat. I came from nothing, kind of thing, and they get kind of arrogant about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I think that's kind of where he's at, and he needs to get knocked down a little bit.
We'll see, man. I don't know. I don't know who's going to do it here. I mean, yeah, Thrasher's fast enough to come up and get him,
Thrasher,
but
yeah, I think he's got one coming.
it's going to be interesting. The winner in all this is us.
Oh yeah.
Let's put it this way. I'm not as high on like Hunter winning the title here like he needs to or I want him to like I am Jet, but it'd be cool to see Honda go
I think
win
it'd be
both
cool
titles.
To see a brother championship. I
Yep.
think that'd be super cool and great for the sport. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I like the attitude.
We'll see.
So-
We'll see. All right. So second place, Max Anstey here. Max, in the presser last night, accidentally said the quiet part out loud.
About the big
Oops.
bore.
Nope. Somebody asked him about going outdoors, and he
Said World Supercross.
he laughed in their face, and he said, "Why would I go outdoors?" He goes, "I went to shoot, what is it, Southwick last year." He goes, "And I went 5.5. I made $1,500 and worked my ass off. I'm a Supercross only guy." And I went, "Oh."
Oh, he said that
Oh,
shit
he said
right
that
on the-
right in the press conference. He said, "Why the fuck would I go ride outdoors when I worked my ass off, went 5.5, and got $1,500?"
Wow.
And he was riding 450s last year, last year was 250 outdoor too, wasn't he?
Nah, he did a little
Yeah.
bit of both.
Did he?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's go back and see here what class he rode.
Well, either way, he said that, and that's funny. What was the follow-up?
He
question to that?
did ride 450s in
Yeah,
Southwick
so what was
last
the
year.
follow-up question to that?
There wasn't really a follow-up question. The question was asking him about riding outdoors and the SMX stuff, and he went, "No, he's like, dude, I'm gonna go ride Australian Supercross and World Supercross," and he's like, "I'm Supercross only." So he said the quiet part out loud, which made me die laughing.
That's hilarious.
listening
And
to
I also
it.
want to point out the whole Joey Savacci piece. Good piece, by the way.
Yeah,
Rick Ware Racing, et cetera, et cetera. There was nothing mentioned of why Rick Ware Racing is even supporting him.
of course not. Why would there be?
Yeah. So that's
So,
funny Anstey said that. He's pretty
do you like that fly gear he was wearing last night? I thought it was
purple?
pretty
The
dope.
purple
Yeah,
Merple?
yeah, the purple and black. I liked it. Might have to pick
it
up a
was
set.
different. It was different.
Yeah,
What are you gonna get it to match your bars?
yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sick.
No, that's funny. I'm gonna have to go listen to that. I think that's like a European Englishman thing. They're not
Oh,
afraid
yeah.
to speak their
They were
mind.
making jokes about him and how long-winded he was answering questions right at the beginning of it. It was pretty funny. But even he was laughing. So,
Oh, yeah, I'll have to go listen to it.
but man, another good ride, dude. Second place. Like this dude's on fire. And here's the thing: he's building his Supercross resume here. So I think, and here's the other thing: he said the other quiet part out loud. He's gonna milk this 250 class until he cannot milk it anymore. He literally said that. He's like, dude, I'm gonna ride 250s until they kick me out the class. Which, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
You can get these podium bonuses, or gotta be 10, 20, 30,000. You can get paid a couple $100,000 a year
I think
to
you should be
ride.
accepted to ride that class.
Ride
Vince
half the
Parisi
races.
makes it exciting. Like I'm
there's-
missing Vince this year.
There's poor Vince.
I miss Vince.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll be at World Supercross.
I'm about to get a shirt made that says I miss Vince.
So yeah, I very much became a big Max Anstey fan last night.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, that's funny.
So
Lewis
yeah,
Phillips is over there rubbing his hands
just
together.
rubbing them. Just
Yeah.
love
I'm
it.
gonna have to go back, like I said.
Yeah, you have to go back and listen to that. All right, here we go. This is our Hayden Deegan section here.
Oh boy.
Nails down his first podium on a solid ride. And here's the thing somebody pointed out in the comments this week. They don't feel that he's riding 100% at this point. They feel like he's just out there logging laps, which he might be. I don't know if he's riding 100%.
Oh, no, well, I'm gonna cut you off right there. In Swap's interviews, all the ones I watched before this, he said, "Yeah, I was just kind of out there logging the laps, and then this weekend my dad said you better send it, so I did."
Interesting. So, I mean, he still is answering every question the correct way at this point. So, in my mind, this is boding well for the future here. If he continues to go through Supercross here and makes it through Supercross, and I've said this before, and I'm just repeating myself over and over again, if he makes it through Supercross and gets to outdoors here without an injury, because outdoors we all know is, we'll call it safer, air quotes safer, it's next year is going to be a problem for everyone with him.
Supercross may be an issue for it, or maybe an issue for everybody else. Now outdoors, I don't know if he can run the speed as the guys outdoors.
I don't know either.
Because Brian groomed him to be a Supercross guy.
Yes.
He was on Supercross until when he was on 65s, 50s, because Brian knew where the money was. He knew where the exposure was.
Yep.
He put all the tools in the bag and said, I'm going to build a Supercross guy.
Yep.
And so far, so good. You got to tip the cap to him, man.
Dude, 100%.
We don't talk shit about Hayden Deegan. We talk shit about his fan base.
Yeah.
Because his fan base...
But we love you guys, too, because, God, do you just make the algorithm go crazy for us.
Yeah. So, like I said, we don't talk shit about Hayden. We talk shit about his fan base because you got to realize his fan base is young, naive.
Yep.
And this is the first time they are even being exposed to the world of Supercross. Before Hayden Deegan raced Supercross, his fan base, they were like, "Oh, fucking, who's Hunter Lawrence? Who's Jeremy? Who's this Jeremy Martin guy?" Like, and now they're being exposed to those guys, and what that does is makes the whole sport better because those people are gonna be like, "Damn, this Jeremy Martin guy's got a cool story. He's a little older, 2-time champ. Let me look into him a little bit." And then, oh, shit, Hunter Lawrence, like, came from Australia, MXGP guy. So it does nothing but good things for the sport. But the fan base, man, you guys are out of control sometimes.
Dude, just here's the thing. I'd like to know, because somebody did point out or say in one of the comments, too, that, like, oh, he's upped the viewership and all this stuff. And I commented back, and I was like, do you have actual numbers? Like, have you seen actual numbers? Because I'd like to see actual numbers, because I do think he's moving the needle.
Well, I did say something to Clinton Fowler on Twitter.
Okay.
He mentioned something about viewership or something. I was like, man, I'd be really interested in knowing viewership and the analytics on that side of things as far as TV goes, if you have access to that. And he said he doesn't have the access to it. Yeah.
I'll be interested to see. I'm sure at some point here I can get that out of someone.
Yeah.
Because having I've had access to the numbers from last year. Obviously, we've talked about this. So, yeah, at some point, I'm sure I'll be able to get that.
Well, you know who's going to be fishing for those numbers?
Brian.
100%.
Yep. Because Brian's not that dumb not to. Yeah. So I hope I run into him here at one of the next couple of races when we're there, because I would love to just shake his hand, fist bump him, whatever, and say, hey, man, I like what you're doing.
Yeah, it'll just be like, hey, you got some numbers on the viewership?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he might be, well, matter of fact, I do.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So, but no, that was a great ride for him, man. And like I said, he's definitely ticking all the boxes here. Do I think he gets a race win like we talked about last week? No, I don't. I mean, it could happen, and it wouldn't shock me.
Takes Hunter out?
Yeah, maybe. But then he's still got to be, I mean, it would have to really fall into place. Last night, everything fell into place. What did you think about the pass on J-Mart there? J-Mart trying to pass him, and he kind of stood him up.
Yeah, passed him with authority. Jordan Smith actually passed him at one point. He passed him back and took him to Gapplebee's.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He went Gap City on his ass and put
Gap
15
City,
seconds
bitch.
on it. That's you got to tip your cap at that. You have to.
Yeah.
And at a track like Daytona, which everybody says is an gnarliest track, blah, blah, blah. So, obviously, fitness is there.
Yeah. And third fastest lap time, only about half second off Hunter. So, like, he's moving. It was good. It was good.
Third in points?
Huh?
Third in points?
Third in points. Probably top 5 at the end of the year. Top 5 or 6. Everybody was really getting on me about the points thing, too, in the comments last week. And I'm like, dude, you guys are all arguing he's going to be top 5. And I'm like, I literally said 5 or 6. Like, I don't know which one to tell you.
Oh, they're talking about stuff.
Justin. Yeah, I know. Justin. That's why he's not here this week. Too many hater comments. Got scared.
Yeah, Justin's not here because he has his tail tucked between his legs. And, Jordan Smith got beat.
Yep. So, all right. So, and speaking of that, Jordan Smith, 4th place.
I mean, he was just kind of there.
Dude.
Didn't tuck the front wheel. Didn't weed it.
This is not, this isn't boding great for him.
I think it's progress after the last couple of years, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
this
better.
is a guy that was struggling to get in the top 10.
But he's still hitting that. Yeah, but look at the bike he's on now and the program he's on compared to what he was.
I know, but still.
So, I don't know.
After those shitty years like that, you can't get on a bike like that and just flip the switch.
Career 250 guy, though.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but I'm just saying. Jeremy Martin, 5th place. He was underwhelming for
He was.
Daytona because we all thought, ooh, we were rubbing our hands together. J-Mart at Daytona, baby. Here we go.
I definitely lost money on my stock option. Definitely lost money.
Yep.
I bought some.
All right, Chance Hymas, he was froggy all day.
So
He was impressive.
he was very impressive. So Chance Hymas, if you look at the beginning of the race,
Yeah.
he was in the bottom of the running order with Thrasher. Mm-hmm. And Thrasher pretty much followed Hymas all the way through the pack. Hymas made his way to 6th. Mm-hmm. So that tells me Thrasher would at least maybe got back to the podium.
He was giving Hunter a run in the heat race.
Yeah, Hymas was. Mm-hmm. So this is Hymas' last round too.
Yes, yes, he's getting ready for outdoors too.
Man, I think we're shaping up to see some pretty cool stuff in the next couple of years. Hymas
I think so too.
Deegan, and yeah, pretty cool, pretty impressive ride by him.
Hymas obviously has the speed, which we all know we can work with speed. And what we keep hearing is he's getting arm pump, which is probably nerves from riding with these guys, for that many minutes. So
Well, he must not have had arm pump last night.
no, because
Maybe that's the type of thing that some of these guys need, though. If they start up front, they pump up. But if you're coming from the back, your mentality switches, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm a hero because I can pick this many guys off.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yep. Chris Blows, the lone PC rider, 7th, so that's better. He's improving.
he's been getting better.
Yep. Cody Schock, 8th.
I should have left him on my team. What did I say?
Yep.
What did I say?
Yep. Colin Park, 9th.
In 6th at one point, and he got Moseman.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he did. All right, here we go. This is. I wish Stubbs was here. Nate Thrasher, 10th. So we got.
I'm Stubb.
So we got Clippied by Hunter to start the race, and then Clippied himself.
Correct.
That's a very Nate Thrasher thing to do. Does he? Here's the question: does he crash the second crash if the first one doesn't happen?
No.
You don't think so? He just runs
I
up
think
front.
He's pushing to get through the pack, and then he said, "Hey, Moran's gave me this line, and I'm gonna hit it."
Yeah, that didn't work for any of them.
So I don't know, but either way, Weednish hit that hard the second time, and being dead last and still getting a 10th is pretty fucking impressive.
Pretty good, but at the end of the day, the only thing we're gonna look at 5 years down the road is the results book, and here we
what the
go.
points title-
I'm
yeah.
still being proved right now.
What is he, like 40 points down right now?
I don't know, but I'm just saying he was making progress towards being more consistent, and now here we are. We got 10th.
So how many years into the class is this?
He's 3. This is 3.
So 3, he's showing speed,
Yeah,
winning.
he's got speed. Yep. I'm not saying.
Are you
again,
going to look at him differently next year?
Again, here we go. I'm not saying he's a bad rider. I'm just saying,
He's a good
like,
fucking rider.
these inconsistencies is like, what the fuck? I'll scratch my head all day long with it. And it's not just a point I'm making. You listen to any talk show, they're all making the point now, and have started pretty much since the end of last year of like how weird it is that he'll win a race and then get 15th the next 3 rounds. Like, he's not winning and then being in the top 5. He's winning and then he's like 10th. Like this, like, okay. Now, maybe, again, the rest of the year, he's just in the top 5. That's cool. And then we can start to change that. But these things, and at this point now, what are we, 4 rounds into this title here? And he's got a 12th, a win, or a 12th, a second, a win, which he did not win any of those motos, and then a 10th. So, like, okay, cool. Your only different race, essentially, was that second, which you managed to not eat shit the last lap and get second on. So, like, again, he hasn't really changed the dynamic in my head.
He's changed. Like,
it hasn't changed in my head here.
He's finally running up front with a roof over his head.
Sure.
Now, is it where we would like to see him to change your mind? No, not yet. But I think it's there.
Could get there by the end of the year.
There's
I'll give you that.
there.
It's, yeah.
There's something there.
Sparking.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Michigan's own Marshall Welton, 11th. That's way better for him.
Yep.
Jeremy Hand, 12th. Hardy Munoz.
Hand job.
Yeah. Hardy Munoz 13th. Michael Hicks 14th. I cannot believe Hicks got 14th. That almost put him on my fantasy team.
I almost did too, but every race I've ever watched of him, he finishes last, and I was shower thoughts. So thinking about this is what fantasy does to me. I think about it
in the shower.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm like, man, fucking Hicks. He must not train because I'm watching him on. Cause I'm like watching him on Instagram and shit, and he's always out fucking around on BMX bikes and Surons and stuff like that. And I was like, I think he's balls fast, but he just doesn't train. He's gonna get eaten alive.
And then here we are.
Yeah,
qualifies red inning, goes 14th. Sick. Notsky 15th. Devin Simonson 16th. Jumpin' Jack Chambers on my fantasy team, maxing out.
What'd he get?
17th. It was a 16 handicap.
So that maxes him out?
Yeah.
He was a 15 handicap.
Was he?
So he probably got like 46 points or
whatever. Got a lot of points for me.
Either way, I was pissed because I was like, fuck, I'm not.
I was riding the lightning with him all night, though.
My thing is if Park didn't get parked by Moseman, I would have been good.
Yeah.
Welton in 11th, and Talon Hawkins was up in there too. I was like, I can get a decent score without having to risk Mr. Chambers here. And we'll get to Hawkins in a second.
Talon Hawkins 18th.
Yeah.
Ate shit in the main twice.
I don't know. In that long rhythm after the finish line.
Yeah, fucked my fantasy on that. Then Jace Owen 19th. Was he on your fantasy?
No, but that's kind of a weird ride for him. But I know he was dealing with some stuff in his personal life where he had a death in the family and stuff. So I think that had some to do with it.
Caden Braswell 20th.
Yeah. Where you at on him?
I don't know.
That ain't a Horizon Award winner.
That award's stupid. None of the guys that actually do anything make it to the point at Loretta's where they can win that award. So, Michael Mosman 21st. A lot of rumors about some. Yep, push that thing twice. Like that was bad. It's not good.
What are you hearing?
Everybody thinks there's got to be an injury or something going on because it's terrible.
I mean,
this is not like he is.
I mean, there was a little bit of a glimpse of the old Mosman last night.
Meh, smidge, but that's all we've seen through
whatever
4
was
rounds.
hurt, he re-hurt, bro.
Yeah.
His
yeah,
mental's
he was
probably pretty hurt too.
Yeah, and then Tom Vial DNF. That was a gnarly one by Vial, which is the first one we've seen.
Well, he was clipping that jump all night.
Yeah.
In the heat race, he kept doing it too. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner, but
Yep.
fucking park it outdoors.
Nah, he has not been. That's the first one he's had, like the first big one during the race. So I'm okay with him. He seems to be smart enough to not risk it for the biscuit to get to outdoors.
Yeah, it was funny. We were watching the race, and some of the guys were like, "Who's this VL guy or whatever?" And I was like, "See that guy right there? Watch how good he is until he gets into the whoops."
He's a 2-time MXGP champion.
And I was like, that guy kicks everybody's ass in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Just started riding Supercross like 6 months ago. And you can tell because watch the way he hits the whoops. They get around to the whoops, and he's fucking dog shit through them.
Yep.
And they're like, oh. And I was like, wait till outdoors. That motherfucker might kick everybody's ass.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
There's a lot of doubtful people out there, but
I'm kind of on that because I'll give him a year.
yeah.
Because I don't care what anybody says, our program is so much different.
So
You're
much
week
different.
in and week out.
Yep.
Those guys aren't riding every single day.
In and out in a day, yep.
So I think there's going to be a lot of adjustment. He's going to show some speed, though.
Yeah, that's for sure. He'll win motos, like 100%.
Yeah.
So, because he gets starts.
Yes.
So.
And they're going to the great outdoors.
Yeah. All right. Anything else 250 class here?
Oh, no, I think that's it, man.
Okay.
I think that's it. Nothing else really stood out to me.
I know we got to hurry this up. I talked too much during the break, and I got to fucking pee again. I drink too much water.
Well, this is pretty much the end of the show anyway. Right?
Yeah. We got a real short show tonight.
I dig it. Well, this is what we were trying to do, though. But
yeah.
Justin
gets
off
going.
topic.
So
we get Justin fired up. And
all right, let's So that was your 250 race recap brought to you by our friends at Adept Creative Co. Discount in the description down below. Make sure to check them out for all your graphics needs. Let's talk stocks here. Who's your stock up on and down?
Ooh, so stock picks. So my Jeremy Martin pick last week did not go very well. And Jeremy Martin's stock was high after the win. So I bought in at a high dollar amount.
Mm-hmm.
And it really shit the sheets, dude. It was like GameStop at the end of the squeeze. Now, if you're, I think stock up right now, you got to go RJ Hampshire.
Yep.
His stock is up, and we'll see if it keeps trending in an upward trajectory. But RJ Hampshire, his stock is up right now. It's not. I didn't see it go down very much last night. A heat race win and an 8th place in the main on your first ride on a 450.
100%.
Bye.
Yep.
Now, selling in the 450 class. I think after last night, I'm selling a little bit of Chase Sexton stock.
Me too. That was where I was going with my 450 selling. I am getting out of Chase Sexton right now because I don't know if he's going to, as mentally strong as he is, I don't know if he's going to be able to overcome this mental hurdle here for the rest of this year to get this thing done. Mm-hmm. And then in the 450 class, as far as what I'm buying, dude, I'm buying Justin Barcia because I think the rest of the year will be good for him. Contract year, like we always talk about. Yep. He's showing speed. He's being up there every single race pretty much. So I'm buying Justin Barcia stock here in the 450 class. Now, when you wrap along to the old 250 class here, stock that is up, I am buying Marshall Welton stock. I believe we're on an upwards trajectory towards the top 10 here as we continue on. As far as the 250s go, I am selling, let's see here. I'm selling any sort of stock I had related to Michael Mosiman. Done. We're out. I am fully emptying the entire bucket. Had a little bit to start the season. He was good, or projected coming in good. I'm fully out. I'm out. I don't want to touch it. Leave it alone. Get it out of here. It's not paying dividends. I'm done.
Okay. 250 class stock picks for your boy. Think I'm definitely buying some more Hayden Deegan stock. The dividends are great. That is paying great dividends with the Hayden Deegan stock. So I think I'm going to keep that one. Mm-hmm. Maybe buy a little bit more. And then, as far as selling stock, I think I got to off my J-Mart stock. We're going back. We're going back into
sell it all till the end of the year and then buy it right before outdoors.
Yeah. We got to sell off my J-Mart stock because we're going back into some races with roofs over his head.
Yeah.
So, sell.
Okay. Cool. Anything else we want to touch on before we wrap it up here? On my notes there, I did have the GP talk. Did you see that Hurlings did a preseason race?
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit of GPs.
Did not go well. And he said he's hoping by midway through the year he can win a race.
Oh, I did see that. That he was maybe going to go the slow route.
Yeah, which is an interesting take. And Timmy G's out with a broken femur. I don't know. We'll see. Justin, I really need Justin here to talk GPs because you and I do not follow them like Justin.
Call him.
Yeah, just call him. No, we're not calling him. So, I don't know. The Hurlings thing's interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I'm just waiting for him to come to the States.
He's got 2 years left on his contract, though.
I bet we see him maybe next year.
See, I don't know how things work because if you go to apply for a job for KTM in Europe, it's KTM Group. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you apply for a job here in the States, it's KTM North America. Two separate entities.
Interesting.
So I believe that those guys' contracts over there, the budget and everything is all
completely different.
It's completely different. So it's KTM Group. And there's probably a lot of boundaries and stuff you got to cross to get contracted for KTM North America.
Probably. But I think he's got the pull to do it, so we'll see. And he says he wants to come race in the U.S.
See, I think that comes down to Roger because I think that, let's say Roger's sitting at the boardroom and he's got the KTM North America pull. Mm-hmm. Hey, we'll give you Hurlings, but you got to buy his contract.
Fuck.
And I think that's probably how it goes. So they're sitting at a table and DeCoster's like, oh, no, I got winners here. I don't need to bring Hurlings over.
Dude, I'll pull a Justin here. I'll honestly bet you Hurlings just goes, fuck it, I don't care, don't pay me. I just want to come ride the U.S. Series because I want to win it.
Yeah, or he just says, fuck it, I'll go ride a Yamaha.
It could be too.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, that has been show 228 here. Short show. So
I like
you're
it,
all
though.
welcome. Yeah, we're in and out in like less than a couple hours here. So
yeah.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors, Complete Racing Solutions, TLR Coatings, Holster Co, Gutter Works, JT Cycle, Adept Creative Co, Isaac Nelson Designs, and Edgewood Farms. Links in the description down below. We'll be back next week to wrap up Indy. And Make sure to check out the fantasy show on Fridays.
Yeah, and if you're heading down to Indy,
I'll be there.
he'll be there. I won't be there.
I will be there. So if you see me, say hi.
Yeah, if you see an ugly guy wandering around, just say hi to this guy.
Yep. So thanks, everybody. See you next week.
Later.